Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It is currently, what time?
Late
as 2:42 in the morning. Insomnia has struck again.
This is our dedication.
It is the dedication. The edibles are kicking in. Somebody commented on my last video and was like, who really takes edibles and has it kick in after 3 a.m. or like whatever time we said that it was? Us. That would be us.
We took them like 20 minutes before, girl.
That was us. And I took a lot. Like, I'm not gonna lie. It was definitely up there with like 100 milligram, not gonna lie. So we decided that we were gonna sit down and talk about some other things that I noticed on social media today. Yes, one of them is going to have to do with none other than Mikayla. I know you guys are sick of it. I have said that I feel like I'm beating a dead horse, but I mean, the horse has gotten up, the horse has kept going, so I'm just here. It's not ready to make glue yet, so we're gonna talk about Mikayla. But the first thing that I noticed is Mr. Beast. I've never talked about Mr. Beast on this channel, I believe, and I don't know much about him. I know he has 131 million subscribers, but he also does like a lot of philanthropic work.
Yes.
And some people have an issue apparently with the stuff that he does, because you always hear, like, you know, Jacqueline will bring this up whenever she talks about her donations that she makes, all those like hundreds of thousands of dollars that she's out there walking children in nature with. So you always hear the argument of, if somebody comes online and they tell you what good they're doing, they're bragging about it, and they want some kind of notoriety, they want some kind of clout, they just want people to know that they're a good person.
Now, I don't know about you, but there's a major difference for me from like some random Joe Schmo that's an influencer saying that they gave a homeless person $20 and putting it on their social media platform for attention. Like, that's tacky, versus someone literally like reversing 1,000 people's like eyesight issues. Like, there's a major difference there.
Well, if you guys don't know, Mr. Beast is being canceled by a lot of people on social media. Twitter. He's being canceled by Twitter, let's be completely honest.
I don't even understand why people like make arguments about things like this. I don't care if he wants to showboat. I don't care if he wants to show it off. If he's helping people, and that like that's an insane amount of people that he's helping, considering that our like healthcare in this country particularly is shit.
Well, he's getting called out because he uploaded a video where he helped 1,000 people with cataract surgery. So he reversed their blindness literally and changed their lives. He didn't just do this though. He also gave like a few of them $10,000. I saw that somebody received like $50,000 to go towards a college fund. He gave this one guy who said the thing that he missed the most out of everything is driving. He gave him a brand new Tesla. But of course the internet is gonna internet, and they're saying that he is showboating, he is gloating. Why couldn't he just help these 1,000 people and not even put it on camera? Because he's bringing awareness. How do you think that he's making the money that he pays for all these procedures for people? 1,000 people, if you actually look up what the price of this cataract surgery is,
expensive.
It's between $3,000 to $5,000 per eye.
That's a lot.
So that's like $6 million if you add that up for the 1,000 people.
Yeah,
now, I don't know if
crazy.
I don't know if the doctor that did this like worked with him and there was like a discount or something like applied. I don't know if they do that kind of thing.
So a lot of people seem to think that leftists are mad at Mr. Beast for what he did in curing 1,000 people's blindness. And that's simply not the case. The truth is that we're mad because half of all blind people are only 10 minutes away from being able to see. And for these 1,000 people, it took a random billionaire who wanted to make a video for entertainment in order to actually be able to have, you know, sight again, to have their vision restored. No leftist will tell you that the action itself is a bad thing. It's just sad that these blind people don't have society support to get their vision restored automatically. This procedure should just be handed out to anybody that needs it.
I'm gonna say this once. Mr. Beast has done more for communities than any of you criticizing him.
Shout out to the guy that I'm stitching right now. He goes minorly into what I'm about to go, but I like to see these things and go further into depth because the claims that people are using make no sense. First thing people say is, well, why was it only 1,000 people? The surgery's so cheap. Let's take a look at how much this surgery costs and you tell me if it's cheap. As you can see above, the surgery can cost between $3,000 and $5,000 per eye. If it was just, you know, $3,000 and $5,000 per person, even still, that's not cheap, but that's per eye. That means it can cost him as little as $6,000 and as much as $10,000 per person. And being that there's 1,000 people, let's do the math real quick. It could cost him as little as $6 million and as much as $10 million. Not piling on the fact that he gave at least one other person an additional $10,000 and gave a kid a Tesla. Teslas aren't cheap. And then the next thing people say, well, why did he have to make content out of it? Why can't Mr. Beast just do these nice things and not make content out of it? It's because it's for his job. Mr. Beast's job is YouTube, and his YouTube content for years has consisted of doing nice things for people, making content out of it, and as a result, getting more money and getting sponsorships in which give him money to do more nice things. whether that be donating countless $10,000s of dollars to charity streams, whether that be planting 20 million trees, whether that be getting countless pounds of garbage out of the ocean, whether that be giving countless people houses, countless people cars, countless people large sums of cash, and now curing blindness. Only through his YouTube channel has any of this stuff been possible. So of course he needs to make content out of this so he can continue doing these nice things. Do you think years ago if he decided, you know what, YouTube's not for me, do you think any of this stuff would have been happening? Do you think there would be way less waste in the ocean? Do you think there would be 20 million trees planted? No. It's all because he makes content out of it. And until you guys that are hating on him for making content out of it or stopping at 1,000 people curing their blindness, until you do some of the stuff he does, you gotta stop talking.
It's just really interesting to me that he's out here actually doing the work that our government should be doing when it comes to like healthcare and stuff. I think that our healthcare system is so fundamentally flawed here in America. Like the fact that there's even a YouTuber out there that's wanting to help people in this way is mind-blowing to me. Like we have Mikayla over here trying to swindle money out of you people and you're not upset about it. And then we have Mr. Beast on the other hand out here helping literally 1,000 people see again, giving them cars and shit. And the internet is doing what the internet does. Like there's no one ever happy.
But you know what's like so crazy about it is one of the #1 things that you see online, especially now with the way that the world is going, so many people are saying like, well, you're so rich, why can't you help out this community? Like Elon Musk, like why don't you spend all that money and like solve world hunger, that kind of thing. So here you have someone who clearly is very, very well off. Yes. Like every single video that he does, he's like helping people in some way. So he's turning around and he's actually curing their blindness and helping them get back to a better quality of life, but that's not good enough. We think that you're doing it for the camera and we think that you're just, someone actually said that they think the only reason that he does all this is so he can like beat taxes. I don't care if he is trying to beat taxes with doing all this. He's helping people out.
Helping literally thousands of people because it's not just one video. It's every single video almost, right?
I mean, didn't he have that like drama where, well, it wasn't really like drama, but he said that he was going to buy people groceries and like so many people started showing up at the grocery store just throwing things in cart like expecting him to buy it all.
And then all the people showed up there.
I remember there was drama around that because he like pulled out of it because it became like a safety issue.
I don't think he's wrong for that. Like his personal safety is important, but like how can you be mad at someone that's literally helping other people at one of the worst economic times in the history of this country?
It's just crazy to me that so many people are like allowing Mikayla to get a pass with this whole like lash gate, mascara gate, whatever you want to call it, but they're taking the time in the same breath to turn around and drag Mr. Beast, who is actually out there like helping people.
The fact that there's someone willing to do that is such a big thing when you have people out here literally scamming people. Like look at the Cash App scams, the PayPal scams that go on.
The psychic scams over on TikTok, the scoop scams over on TikTok.
I love a good scoop video.
No.
I love a good scoop video.
People should not be buying those scoops.
No, you don't like those things. I love watching those things.
The rock tumbler.
Yeah, it tumbles the rocks and then they go around.
Now, I like the visual of it, but the fact that people are like, I'm gonna get so much good stuff from this scoop. It's, no, you're not. No, you're not.
I've seen a lot of reviews. There's a lot of people that call those crystal, people that sell that stuff over there like fake. They say that they're not real crystals. There's been a lot of exposure over on TikTok. There could be videos made about
I've seen a lot of people that have posted like a review of what they actually received in the mail, and they showed the video clip of the actual scoop that they got, and what they receive in the mail is nothing like even compared to
I would be that person. I think that if they do scoops, they should send you a link where it's just cut out of them doing your scoop.
Yes.
Well, I mean, honestly, if you're buying it in that moment, you could just screen record it.
I'm sure a lot of people
I would go back and I'd be like, girl, I'm missing 2 selenites, I'm missing a black obsidian, a hematite.
But speaking of getting one over on their followers, let's talk about Mikayla once again, because you know Mikayla is in Wyoming. She had to go out there to make sure that Cody was not at Jeffree Star's house. That was the running conspiracy over there on TikTok.
She made her own little gay joke about him.
But Mikayla's over there with Glow Recipe, as well as a lot of other TikTok influencers. And I have to give Mikayla a little bit of credit here, because Mikayla is actually using the Glow Recipe products in her videos that she's posting on TikTok.
Good morning, good morning. It's day 2 in Wyoming. We're going snowmobiling today. I've never done a winter sport like skiing, snowboarding, nothing. So this is gonna be very new for me. Guys, my skin is severely dry. Like the air here is, there's no moisture in it. So I'm gonna use, basically the reason we're here is to prove that these products work in even the most extreme climates. So this is very cold, very dry. So I'm gonna put it to the test and use, you know, a lot of their hydrating products and see if this can help me, because my skin is really feeling the dryness. I'm going to add some of the Plump Moisturizer. Now, I'm pretty sure wearing makeup would be stupid, so I'm just going to wear like a little bit. Because if I did a full beat, I feel like it's just going to get wrecked by like the snow gear. My skin already looks 10 times better, but I'm going to add the Dewdrops as my primer. I'm just going to do like a light fluffy brow. So the dinner was fantastic last night. And at dessert, we had a huckleberry sorbet. Have you guys ever tried huckleberry? And I'm obsessed with it. I can't stop thinking about it. Like, I want to eat it again. So if you've never tried anything huckleberry, look into it because it's really good. And it's not a thing in Massachusetts. Can you guys see how dry my hands are? That is my face as well. Like, the weather here is insane. Okay, brows on fleek. I think a little bit of bronzer just so I don't look so one-dimensional. So this was like a really intimate content creator trip. I think there's like 5 or 6 content creators total, which I like because you can really get to know everybody. And this is Glow Recipe's first ever brand trip, which is really incredible. I mean, how far they've come since they started as a brand. I need a very hydrating concealer. There's no question about it. This hotel also has a heated pool outside in the freezing cold, so we're definitely going to give that a go. When I found out who was going to be on this trip, I died a little bit inside because they're all like really beautiful and like extremely good at fashion, and I am not. But I worked really hard on my outfit today, so I think you guys are going to be really proud of me. Little blush. Doing my makeup with no mirror, by the way. I'm literally just using my phone, so if my makeup looks like shit, I get it. I want that like winter kiss kind of look on the cheeks. Curl the lashes. I'm just going to do 1 coat of mascara because I'm pretty sure my lashes are just going to like get wet. Rare Beauty highlighter, Fenty gloss, satin spray. So I got my thermals on first. Like, tell me, this is iconic. I look like I meant for this shit. I feel really cute in this outfit. I feel very warm as well, so I think I'll be good.
I know that sounds like a little like, well, shouldn't she be using them? She's on that trip. So a lot of people that went on that Tarte trip, like including Meredith Duxbury, were using like one Tarte product, and then they pull out the Charlotte Tilbury, they pull out the Tom Ford, the Chanel, like all of that. And people in the comment section were like, well, could you actually use the products that you're in Dubai to help like try to promote? Which, you know what, this is a little weird. Dubai is coming up a lot in conversation recently because you had the Tarte trip, but the whole time the Tarte trip was going on, I was just thinking like, are someone like double dipping over there and they're one of the porta potty girls?
Oh.
If y'all don't know about the Dubai porta potty girls, you guys need to Google that. I want to do a video on it, but there are some of your favorite, some of your favorite influencers out there over on the Instagram models.
Girl,
they go on trips and they're getting shitted on in the name of social media content.
Well, I mean, I think that they're getting a bag too, girl.
A bag of shit.
You know, a wise drag queen once told me, I would do anything for love, but I won't do scat.
Yeah. I don't want to kink shame, but I have to draw the line at shit. But you know what, honestly, I don't think I've ever met someone that's like been into like scat like that.
There's gonna be that one.
I do have questions. I do have questions out there because I just want to know, at like what point in your life were you like, shit on me? Like doo-doo in my mouth.
Well, we're not even going to get into plating because I heard that on Twitter. I didn't know what that was, and I heard about plating.
I also have the question is there like a specific diet that they like, if someone's like, I want you to come over, I'm going to shit on you, and I'm going to pay you all this money. Is there something, girl, see now I'm getting confused on the shit. So Mikayla's back to posting every single day over on TikTok, but it seems that her comment section, as much as she tries to like filter the comments, she's never gonna escape people wondering what happened with Lashgate. People just leaving the comment of like, is that mascara? Are you gonna use that mascara again? Are you wearing fake eyelashes? It's literally under every single post.
I was gagged at the comments that people were leaving. And you know what Mikayla did? She had the unmitigated gall and gumption to take this mascara out of her bag and put it on in one of her videos.
Yeah, she was doing this get ready with me, and she decided that she was going to use the now infamous mascara, and people caught it. She might have applied it just to that bottom lash, but people caught it, and they're talking about it down in the comment section.
Yeah, she did it twice. There was one video the night before, and then the next day when she was getting ready to go to dinner, she did it the same way.
She's definitely throwing a little bit of subtle shade out there to everyone that has been criticizing her in the situation. But somebody asked her if she was wearing falsies in the video, and she said no, and then they responded to her and said like, how stupid do you think we actually are? And You know, this whole mascara, like, Lashgate thing, yes, she lied about those lashes, but the fact that she responded to that person, she said, well, I think you're pretty stupid if you think that I'm wearing false eyelashes in this video. You could tell she wasn't. You could literally tell those were just her natural eyelashes. It does look like she did get, like, a lash lift at some point, so I don't know. Maybe that's why people thought that.
Mikayla has a lot of nerve.
She said, pretty stupid.
But she can do all that and she can say that and address that. But she can't address what actually is going on.
Not. Because, like, again, she can address, like, the ex-girlfriend, she can address the waitress, she can address wedding issues,
the salad video.
She can address all these different things that people, like, call her out about, but she cannot address.
You want to know my personal,
it has to be a contract.
You want to know my conspiracy theory? It's because she can't, like, victimize herself. She would actually have to set up and take accountability for what she did, and I don't think she wants to do that. I don't know that it's even a legal thing at this point, because L'Oreal would have approved the video, so what's stopping her? Like, why? Like, she messed up. She should own it. At least do what Kendall Ray suggested in her video. She pretty much said, I know that there's a situation going on right now, I can't address it, but I will in time. That would be enough, and that's, like, so, like, ominous.
Professional,
really.
She would literally have to get on camera and say that she lied to all those people and admit to being a liar. That would have to be a very.
But that would also, would that not implicate L'Oreal too? Would that not, like, would they not have some kind of, like, bearing in the responsibility of that for approving the video?
Well, I mean, L'Oreal has been called out many times over for very shady business practices when it comes to their ads. They had that lawsuit for the Penelope Cruz commercial or whatever. She was wearing the fake eyelashes allegedly in that.
Shady.
L'Oreal seems to be a little bit shady when it comes to the advertising department as well.
But you know something else that was really interesting, and I talked about this in my video as well. I watched the Full Coverage podcast.
In the past 10 years that I've been online, I have done just tons of sponsorship with a variety of brand, from Maybelline to L'Oreal to Estee Lauder to Philadelphia Cheesecake, like Manny as well. We 100%. Both have, and I'm talking big conglomerate brands. And I can say this, the bigger the brand, the harder the partnership is, because of the amount of legal and red tape that they have to go through and you have to go through. There is no world where a brand has ever, even small or big, asked me to do something dishonest, or asked me to add a lash, or asked me. If anything, those are the specific brands that literally will be like, take your stuff down. Like, absolutely not, because it falls back on their shoulders legally. And when you're such a big conglomerate, you cannot have that. So right now in this situation, based on my experience working with big brands like that, I do not believe that L'Oreal asked her to put a lash on. Because there's not a lot of speculation on that. Honestly, I think majority of people don't think L'Oreal asked her to put a lash on. I don't think L'Oreal.
A lot of people did think that, though, because I saw
you saw some of that. I saw some of that too. That's why I was like, I just want to tell my experience on that.
Yeah, from what we've experienced in the past.
Like, me and Manny have actually done mascara campaigns with NYX before. No false lashes were used. And our lashes sucked, okay? Our lashes fucking sucked.
We were literally like,
I was like, baby, I'm curling it.
We are doing 5 layers here.
And NYX, I still have pictures of the flyer. This campaign that me and Manny did went up in New York City. Like, billboards, like posters in the NYX store. Yep. Like, our faces were everywhere. And you just see our 3 crusty lashes. And they went with the truthful ad. Like, NYX,
and they were like, you cannot add a lash. You cannot add any kind of,
not that
like,
we
false.
asked. We did not ask.
But they were very specific in the brief before. They were like, you cannot have anything that's, like, not this mascara on.
And guess who owns NYX? L'Oreal.
Mic drop.
Laura and Manny talked about how they collaborated and worked with NYX Cosmetics on a mascara collab, right? And they talked about how L'Oreal owned that, and then they just proceeded to talk about how hard it was and all the red tape that they had to go through to actually do that. So what happened? Like, what happened from Laura and Manny collabing with NYX and that being a L'Oreal company to Mikayla getting this collab and then this calamity happening? Like, it makes no sense. Work it out. Like,
so it seems that as time goes on, we're going to continue to get, like, little zingers from Mikayla over on TikTok. Do I think that she is ever going to address this? I do. I think that we're gonna get, like, a sit-down video, maybe like a mukbang type of thing where she's sitting eating another salad and she's talking about it, but I don't think it's gonna be a full video discussing it. I think that she's just gonna, like, make, like, little snide comments here and there about it, or talk about, you know, that one time that I was canceled, and then just proceed to make jokes, like, in a very cocky manner.
It's beginning to seem like you'll get everything from Mikayla but the truth and accountability. Like, I feel like she really had an opportunity to prevent this from hurting her career further, weird, but I think the longer she goes without addressing it, people are going to get more upset by it because it's inevitably going to happen again. This is going to happen again because she's already set the precedence and you guys have accepted it, the people that are okay with her doing this. So she's going to get bold and she's going to do it again, and she's going to think that people are going to laugh it off, and that's when it's really going to bite her in the ass. That's when it's really going to come back to haunt her, in my opinion, honestly.
Hey, can we just make this clear that people are not upset about the false lashes that she was wearing? It's the fact that she was lying.
It's always the lie.
It is the lie. Like, I've seen so many people talking like, well, it was just false lashes. Like, what's the big deal at all? It literally, in my opinion, has nothing to do with the false lashes. Yes, she put them on. It's the fact that she went in the comment section and she lied to everyone underneath it and said, these are not false lashes. L'Oreal would never allow me to do that. Lying is a bad thing. Applying a false lash,
that's 2 lies.
not so bad.
2. 2 lies that she's told already. And it would have been so much easier for her to just be like, I fucked up. Like, I lied to you guys. That would be more respectful.
I think so.
Or respectable.
I think so.
Not respectful, but
I think so. So with that said, everyone, that's it for this video. Please let us know your thoughts and opinions down below about Mikayla. Let us know about the porta potty girls from over there in Dubai. Let us just know about it all. Mr. Beast. Let us know about him too.
That whole thing just rubs me the
that's
wrong
just
way.
Crazy.
Like, that's so crazy
That's
that they're canceling people for helping other people. Like, that,
Crazy.
that just doesn't sit right with me at all.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.